Good morning, afternoon, depending on where you're at. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Nancy, at Our Treasured Home for coming in. Thank you so much. And Linda Denton, thank you so much for coming also. And hoorah, Devil Dog, thank you for coming. And Jack at Dyer Family Farm, thank you for being here. I wanted to show you guys something that I've been working on, trying to figure out how I can help myself to ask for gifts, to help with the car. I made a blanket. And next month I'm going to figure out how to do this, but we're going to do some kind of fundraiser to help me out. And this is the blanket that I have been working on. I'm going to hang it up there so everybody can see it. But this is the beautiful blanket I have been working on. And I'm going to go back there while I'm on camera and hang this thing up. You guys can look at it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hi, Robert Mac Media. Thank you for coming in. There is that beautiful blanket. And Troy Sutton, thank you for coming also. And Jane Doe's here. Thank you, Jane Doe, for coming. But yes, I'm going to figure out a way to be able to find out who's going to win that blanket. And I'm also going to, before the other thing is, I'm going to be making more of these hats also. And thank you, Teresa Jukowitz, for coming in and live with Dyer Family Farm. I think that's Deanna's channel. Thank you so much. And I understand you're at work, Devil Dog. That's okay. But I wanted to let you guys know that people have been donating money to my PayPal. And I wanted to do something in return for their gifts. That's why I'm doing this live. And Reverend Dream, thank you so much for coming. And beyond retail and more, thank you for coming. And Kim, thank you for coming. And Templin Acres, thank you for coming. It's such a blessing to be part of this community. Trying to get my car fixed, and people have sent some money already. But this is one of the new hats that I've made. Dreamsteaders, thank you so much. I'm going to get with some people to see how I can do this, and try to get some help so I can have that car back on the road. And then I had some mail calls. Yesterday, my brother went down to the mailbox. And I had one, or someone had gifted these to me. But I think it was on the fundraiser for Lizzie. And I got these in the mail yesterday. Let's see if I can do this. There is seeds. See the little black seed? There's seeds in this that I'm going to plant these in my yard. Think about my sister. Thank you, Teresa, so much. And then there was someone else that I have no idea who it is. And to me, it doesn't matter who it is. It's just thank you, someone, for blessing me with this book. If I never find out who it was, it's okay. Because there's some people that just feel like they want to bless me. It's little scriptures for women. I got that. But yeah, I was just kind of like trying to figure out ways to, where someone would be able to bid on that. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. But yes, I'm going to be making more hats, and I even might make a second blanket, but they don't take me too long. It's figuring out some way to be able to give back for what they've done to help me out. That would really be nice. And I know there's some people that can't do that, and that's okay. I'm looking for a transmission that doesn't cost me $1,000. Finding some other places that I can find transmissions for the car. And potentially even doing the work myself, with some help to changing that out. Yes, please. Thank you, Jane Doe. Thank you guys so much. But I just felt put up on my heart that I needed to try to do something to pay the people back that are helping me. I'm not a person that asks for help, and you guys know that. It's such a blessing to have friends that I've never met that care about me enough to be able to help me out. And there's how many people? 13 wonderful people in here. Thank you so much. But yeah, that blanket, and I may make another one. I probably will. And there's my sweet brother, dear sweet brother back there. But yeah, it's been great. Working on the blankets and working on that blanket and the hats. Wondering out who else came in here. Oh, Troy's in here. But the blanket, I think, took me about, not working all the time on it, probably about 5 days to make it. So because of the stitch that this is, it's pretty easy. Oh, Jane Doe says, good morning, Ronald.
Good morning, Jane Doe.
Such a, just trying to figure out ways to pay back. I'm rambling now. Sorry. It's trying to talk to some different people to help me out how to do this. Where maybe doing bids. I'm not really sure yet. We'll figure this out to be able to help us out, my brother and I, because things are hard. I know they're hard for everyone. I'm trying to figure out ways to get that car going again. You know what? I'm thinking I need somebody up here. I'm gonna, let's see here if I can remember how to do this. Copy. Paste. Click. Then, how do I end message? There we go. There I go. I got it. Someone wants to come up here and talk to me, they can. Make sure you have your picture down below so I can see who you are. It's not even raining here. Yeah, it's not raining here either where I'm at. Someone wants to come up here and talk to me? Go ahead. Ronald's back there. I think that's Gigi.
Yes.
I think it's Gigi.
He's on the arms.
Oh yeah, I see him now. Okay, I understand, Jack. I know you're working. Oh, that's interesting. And where Kim is, she's in the same state. I'm just not going to say where. Uh, she's getting light rain. I didn't know that it was supposed to do that today. But I was wondering if I don't think I've seen James Hall in here yet. I've been Jennifer Ocean. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much for coming. I know some more people are probably going to come in once they've seen that I have gone live. But the the yarn that's on the bottom of that blanket is a brand that isn't made anymore. So I wanted to make that whole thing that one type of yarn. And I couldn't. Jesus is Lord. It's okay. It's I understand internet going in and out. Hi, Judy May, Judy May, Judy May. So if there's anyone that wants to click on that StreamYard link at the top, you can. We can talk. But I'm trying to figure out, making things that makes me feel like I'm giving back to people, and that's what I'm about. Giving back to people. It's I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm pretty shy. I try not to be, but as a child, you really like that long hat. I'm going to be making some more of them, to figuring out if there's a way I could maybe do like an auction, to make the people feel like yes, they're contributing to help me with the car, but they're getting something in return. It's kind of how I feel about it. Kim said hi to you, Ronald.
Hi, Kim.
Kim.
Kim. Hi, Kim.
I hope someday that when we get that car going, we'll be able to go and meet Kim. Give her a hug. That would really be nice. Hi, Rudy. With autism. Robert McNamara. The transmission went out, and it's the car that I purchased from that individual, not realizing that it potentially had a bad transmission. And I'm looking at different um, places that I can possibly find a used transmission to put in it. And it's a 2002 Subaru Legacy station wagon. Just trying to do what I'm doing. Yeah, you got that right, Jennifer. I can't sit still either. I've got to be doing something. Being able to making something, it really makes it nice. Yes, that's what it does, Jack, is when you voice it, it doesn't separate it. Yes, I have. There is one junkyard that I have called. He is looking into it to see if the transmissions. He does have some Subarus there, uh, but it takes a specific transmission for that car. They don't just make a whole bunch of them. And Deanna's also working too. It's okay. It's I haven't owned the car that long, and it feels like I want to get it fixed. The first bid that I got was going to cost me $2,200, which of course I don't have. I've been the money that has been putting into the PayPal. I haven't used it to ship packages. I'm not using it, letting that build up. I did find out some good information about what happened to my tax money that's supposed to be here. They had a glitch in the system, IRS did. And they've gotten all the paperwork, but they asked me to wait for 4 more weeks so that I could get that money. But that's only a little over $500. So I'm waiting patiently on that. Yeah, yeah, it's been difficult. We have to end up usually riding the bus. Our neighbor takes us to the bus stop, and then we go and do what we need to do, and then he picks us up and brings us back home. He lives on the same road we do. So it makes it nice. Tomorrow we'll be uh, getting out so I can go to the pantry and stuff like that. It makes it a lot longer during the day, to do this. But it will be a whole lot nicer when I have a car again. My feeling, I don't know if I'm going to do this, but kind of a feeling that I have is potentially getting that car working and then potentially maybe selling it. If it's running and find something else. I don't know what I'm going to do. All I know is I need a car. Oh, that's good, Kim. Having some new glasses would definitely help. Just kind of figuring out some different ways to have like a fundraiser, where being able to help us out. I don't like people just putting money in there and not getting something in return. My mom and dad always taught us you can find a way, to get things done. And I hope that I can, and get that car going again. Yes, yes, the West Coast. Yeah, that's kind of far away, but yes, there is one place that I'm going to probably call them back today to figure out, because they haven't called me back. They are busy, and find out, you know, did the two Subarus that they have, are they able to work with this car? And I've replaced transmissions, I've replaced motors before, and lifting up this car. If I have to do it here at home, I will, you know. Sometimes you have to do that when you own vehicles, and getting that transmission. I have never owned an all-wheel drive car before. It's different, so I know that putting in a transmission is going to be totally different. Figuring out what we're going to do. I know the car's kind of low for 5'10" lady or 5'9", whatever height I am to getting in and out of, but I'm learning how to do that with this car. And just figure out what I've got to do, so that I can have a vehicle when I need it, to be able to go and to different places. Yes, there's not a lot. I'm guessing there's not a lot of those cars around, and I know there's places that in Kansas City have these pick and pull places, and I've been told that if a car is moving, they will go ahead and pull those transmissions out instead of leaving them in the car. And they may have some. I haven't made those calls yet because I'm kind of waiting for my tax money to come in to be able to have it to pay for it. Yeah, I understand that, Jack, because before this transmission went out, I had the car checked over and had the compression checked on the engine, and it was good. And that's kind of, if it wasn't, I was going to end up having someone put it on a flatbed trailer and take it over to be crushed. That's what I was going to do, but because of that, hi James, because of that motor being pretty good, because of the ranges that it was showing the compression, I feel that the car is good enough to be able to do something. Because even if I keep it for a year or whatever, it's just that transmission went out. I'm in the Ozarks. We have a large Amish population, which is great. Selling it, yeah. That we have one about half an hour from where I live, and things like that. You know, that would be great. And maybe making some other things where I make these blankets, and I know they're going to want a cut of it. But since James finally came in, I want to show him this is how much hats I have ready for him. The new one oh, hi Beth. Thank you for coming, Beth. I made a new one. Oh, look at this. One with the camel has little flakes in it. I made that camel hat. Kentucky woman, Charlene, thank you for coming. Thank you so much. Trying to make a whole bunch of these hats to send to him to help out the homeless. They're in Texas. If you're hearing slurping, my dog is drinking. Dreamsteaders, you like that camo one? Let me reopen this. Robert MacMedia, I find it really hard to price what I make. What I usually ask for people is that they make I guess like a donation to my PayPal for the hats. This is another one that I made, kind of a brown and blue. But yeah, it's more about the gift that I've been given to do. I don't feel it's right to charge for them. I did that with someone else, and now we don't talk anymore, and it bothered me. So it's whatever you feel the hat's worth. That's what I ask you to do. Just remember to make sure it's friends and family that you're sending it to, because PayPal takes a cut of that, and I haven't seen that they've been taking a cut from friends and family. But yeah, this is trying to think of his Dark Lord Minute. He sent me some yarn in a box, and the ones that are the flake on this one, I put it with the camo that came from making it home. This just really turned out, I thought this turned out so beautiful. Yeah. It just, I know James has said, hey, you need to pay yourself. And I'm like, I don't. Ace, howdy, Rebecca, still love my scrubbies. I missed you all. Yeah. Thank you, Ace, for coming. Yeah. And of course, I'm probably going to, when usually hats go out, I think everybody knows now that there's scrubbies in them. So I'm going to be making more scrubbies for people. And just doing what I feel for my channel. And I see Gigi over there in the corner. She's such a pretty kid. No, I'm in central Missouri. I'm literally in the middle of the state, east-west, right in the middle. So you guys could probably figure out where I live if I'm smack dab in the middle. That's where I'm at. No, I'm about 30 minutes from Jefferson City, and stuff from the state capitol. What did? Yes, Jane, you know how many hats you've gotten from me. I thought she'd only had 7, but she's gotten 8, but she gave one to her nephew. But yeah, she's gotten a lot of hats from me. There's been a lot of people that has gotten a lot of hats, and thanks to Des at Peaceful Des. She got me a pattern that I'm able to make these long ones now. These beautiful, beautiful long ones that I make. Yes, you do, James, and so grateful for being able to do this. It brings me a lot of joy, when I make these beautiful hats and and stuff. It's like, makes things nice. 5 scrubbies. Donate to my brother's memory on his birthday. Wow, that is great. Yes, this one is, and in fact, Nancy got to see this one, and because I've been doing so many of these, I finished. I hadn't sewn it yet, but I had finished this hat, taking it off the loom in 7 hours. So it's getting better that it's taking me a lot less time to make these. And then of course making the pom-pom put on. And then of course sewing it up, because that's where you sew it up, to make these long hats. Yes. Thank you, Rudy, letting us know what time it is now. But yeah, I was thinking of just letting you guys know what I'm going to be doing. I don't know when I'm going to do the live, but we're going to do something where some people get some things. I'm going to be making a whole bunch of hats, more hats, and we'll have like a fundraiser, where we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out what I'm going to end up doing, but just kind of trying to figure out what we're going to do. Thank you, Dream Stebbers. Thank you so much. You're all such a blessing to me. And I want to be able to bless you back for what you're doing for me and helping me out. Hi, Blessed to Crochet. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. You guys all support me, and help, and giving me encouragement. You may not know that. I am disabled, so I can't go out and work. It's my daughter's birthday today. Tell her happy birthday from us.
Happy birthday.
Long one, but that's not a problem, Reverend Dream. You've got my number. You know how to get hold of me, but yes, I can do a black and yellow one. I certainly can. I've done one already. It's yeah, it's been so nice. You don't use PayPal either? Well, send me, my email address is in my About page. Send me an email and I will send you my address. That is definitely not a problem. No, he didn't fall. He likes to lay on the floor with the dogs.
And with the cat.
And with the cat. So he didn't fall down. He likes laying on the floor. If I got down on the floor,
She'd have trouble getting back up.
I'd have trouble getting back up because of my knees.
She'd have trouble getting back up, but I don't.
He's older than me and he can get down on the floor. It's like, okay, fine. But yes, that is definitely not a problem. But I'm going to say thank you all for coming because I'm going to probably end this pretty soon and say you're such a blessing to me. Thank you so much. And one more time. Thank you, whoever blessed me with this book. It says King James Version devotionals for women. I've been reading it and it's so nice. And then of course I got the seeds, these things from Scott from Rambling with the Brums. And I'm going to plant them. That's okay. I have a rough time giving the dogs a bath at times. My dogs will go in the bathtub and we can give them a bath. Thank you so much, Robert McMeekin. Thank you so much. But yes, just reach out to my email and we'll talk. Everybody have a blessed day. And thank you for your understanding and coming to my life today. And have a blessed, beautiful day. Bye, everyone.